amazing chef as well. She's been hospitable to me each time we've met, though you still seem to be a bit of a sore subject.
How very understandable indeed. Were I to have been failed to be rescued from the depths of hell, mere moments from escape, I too would be quite cross with my attempted rescuer. And for quite some time.
I'm working on it, mate.
It is you. You have met most of your Olympian relatives by now, child. Although the power of their blessings is fleeting here, they shall continue to support you as long as necessary.
They all still think I'm headed to join them on Olympus. That's why they're helping me.
They are helping you because you are family. Family with whom they do not yet have a complicated past.
It's getting complicated pretty fast.
I sense that something is the matter, son of Hades. Speak then. What is on your mind? I can decipher some of it without your telling, but would rather hear it from you voluntarily.
Master Chaos, the goddess Nyx, she seems to want to speak with you again. I wonder, would you maybe contact her sometime? She seems convinced it is your move to make if you so choose.
The goddess Nyx wishes to hear from me. Now that is unexpected, son of Hades, and I wonder if perhaps this is a jest of yours. Though your intentions evidently are sincere, then I shall make no promises in this, except that I am considering the possibility.
Why, look who's here, Baldy.
Sisyphus, you mind my asking what you did to warrant this particular arrangement you've got here? Pushing a boulder till the end of time and all? Never heard it in your own words.
Well, it's a bit of a long story, Prince. My time had come, though I just wasn't ready, you might say. Your father thought he had me in his clutches, but then, shoom, I gave him the slip. Your father's henchman, Thanatos, he'll back me up on that.
Outsmarted Thanatos, that's amazing. What happened then?
Turns out your father doesn't like us mortals cheating death. Eventually they found me, so now I'm stuck here with my boulder friend. I push old Baldy up the hill to the beat of the Fury's whips, then he tumbles down, and then we go again.
So then you're stuck forever. No reprieve. That's terrible. Wish there was something I could do to help.
You save those sympathies for someone else, Your Highness. I could be Prometheus, spending an eternity having my liver gobbled up. But instead, I get to stay in shape and have these chats with you. Now, I'd better get back to it.
My sisters and I, we've had a chance to talk, and we have come to an agreement, Zagreus. As you can see.
Megara, Tiss, you ready?
Murderer.
3 against 1. Doesn't seem all that sporting now, does it?
We're each well past the need for any sport. We'll kill you, whatever it takes. Your knees, now. Come, sisters. Hear me on my authority. Not again.
The other 2 took off. Mine.
Come on now. So, how has Orpheus been doing lately anyway? still keeping his hair in those neat little curls. I guess his tan must have faded by now.
Curls? Not exactly, no. But he's doing all right. For him. He's started singing again lately, which was a big step. He never used to before. Would go on about how he'd lost his muse.
And now he knows I'm out there still, huh? That's... well... Thank you for the update, hon. Music's his gift. Good to know he's not thrown everything away.
Lord Poseidon. Whenever I encounter you, Uncle Poseidon, my spirits lift, and I feel there must not be anything that can stop me. I only wish we met sooner, though I'm grateful to have met you at all.
I thought I told your nephew not to make such offerings to me. I probably forgot. Or getting you mixed up, perhaps, for I have many other nephews, thanks to Zeus. Though between us, I don't like any one of them as much as you.
Hey, Achilles. I heard from Lady Artemis out there. It seems you have a bit of a fan in her. She wanted me to tell you you're the best. She's not mistaken, by the way.
The goddess of the hunt herself said that? That's very flattering to hear. Good thing she doesn't know I'm all washed up by now. The memory is of my glory days.
And what of the complaints from Elysium? They wanted the lawns thoroughly manicured for their athletic contests.
Already taken care of. Though the flooding in Asphodel, that doesn't look like something we can clear up for quite some time. Fortunately, the residents seem to be getting accustomed to it.
There have been fewer reports about it as of late. And what of the satyr problem? Blasted things are rampant up there still.
Well, they're probably contained up there, at least. And Zagreus has been keeping them in check, hasn't he?
He has.
Nyx, I've come to know the god of swiftness, Hermes, though it seems to me he doesn't work directly with the others on Olympus. Do you know him well?
Lord Hermes is a point of contact, yes. Among Olympians, he works the closest with our operations here, and aids with shepherding the souls of the departed to our gates. Accept his help, for he is faithful to our cause.
I get it. Thank you, Nyx.
Somebody raised you very well indeed, my son. Nyx, I suppose. I'll never be half the mother she is. She's done it for eons, while I'm only getting started.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start. Nyx did teach me a lot. Achilles too, and father in a way. But there is no replacing your presence. I felt that before we ever met, and now I know for sure.
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right. I nurtured very many plants, at least. Of that I can assure you. Perhaps my gardening experience provided a bit of a head start on this whole mothering thing.
Perhaps I'm part plant. You like this stuff, don't you, boy? Well, good, because I like sneaking it over to you.
The delectable taste of nectar is enough to briefly sate even the ferocious appetite of the Hound of Hell.
You know, that painting in your bedchambers, it turned out rather well, didn't it? Some very talented shades around here.
Oh, it's beautiful. I tried to persuade your father to hang it out in the hall, but he's too coy about such things. Though I like it where it is. A reminder to us every day and night.
Still can't believe you let me hold a spear.
So, you had a run-in with the Minotaur out in Elysium, did you? Perhaps the only soul within this realm more bull-headed than you.
How long have you been waiting to use that line, Father? Wouldn't put it past you to have sent the Bull of Minos to Elysium entirely so we could have this conversation now.
You give me too much credit, boy. The Minotaur resides where he resides because of an entirely different arrangement.
He's working for you, isn't he? You think he can stop me?
Most in Elysium jump at the opportunity to do my bidding. Not that you know what that is like. Now go, see how you fare against the bull.
Have another bottle, why don't you, Father? Not like it's going to change anything between us, right? All the nectar in the underworld can't change what's already happened, or change yourself.
You're probably correct. You must think it is my age that makes me obstinate, unable to change my nature. But I have always been inflexible. You think I'm proud of it? You call me father, like it's an insult. I deserve the title only as a technicality, I know.
You could start being a better father at any point. There's no one stopping you but you.
Yes, well, unfortunately I am a significant impediment. You should be well aware of that. You were able to stop me. I have, thus far, been unable to do so.
Well, with that attitude... Achilles is off duty.
Thought I had you there.
Zagreus, how am I doing as a mother? Tell me honestly. Nyx has had so much to share about raising you. Foods you hated or enjoyed, your natural abilities, your friendships. She knows everything. Sometimes I wonder how I can ever compete.
Mother, I think you're doing great. And I'm sure you know it's not a competition between you and Nyx. I just get the benefit of having two great mothers rather than one. Or zero.
Thank you, my son. I know I wasn't there for most of the hard part, but I'm here now. Though when I inevitably trample all over your feelings at some point, please tell me, all right?
It's a deal. Mother, I know there may not be many things you miss from living on Olympus, though I wondered if perhaps ambrosia may be one of them. And got you some, because, well, here.
Why, this really is ambrosia. How did you even acquire this, Zagreus? It brings back memories for certain, and never the bad ones, which I think it must be why we prize this stuff so much. This is for me.
It is, of course. And it's my dearest hope that at some point long from now, when you're relaxing with a bottle of ambrosia, dare I say perhaps with Father, that these memories will be among the ones that spring to mind.
Oh, my son. I shall certainly not need ambrosia to think back upon getting to know you with the greatest fondness. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mother. This nectar not fancy enough for you, boy, is that it? You've developed quite the delicate palate at your distinguished age.
Though having little appetite remaining for the lightness of nectar's flavor, the multi-headed monster of the underworld nevertheless accepts.
Hey, did you see, boy? The old lounge is good as new again. You ought to check it out. Just don't annihilate it like you did last time.
Each savage countenance of Cerberus lights up to hear the news, doubtless beginning to assemble stratagems for ravaging the lounging area once more.
Don't even think about it, boy. Always wanted to ask you something, Father. Whose skull is that there on your shoulder? If it's not too personal.
I did not chronicle all Typhon's wretched offspring, boy. No one did. Some of them sit upon our shoulders now, lest we forget that things could easily have turned out rather differently, and much, much worse.
So these are just the remains of the spawn of the most hideous monstrosity of all time, which you and your brother slew, got it? I guess putting the dead in their place is all part of the job. I can hardly imagine what it was like before you and the Olympians took charge.
You're better off. Enough of this, boy. Even mortals know better. I don't want your nectar or ambrosia or whichever offerings. You owe me no such thing, and I shall not accept it any longer. In fact, here. You shall take all of it back.
Why? It's just nectar, Father. Lighten up. I get that you're surly about everything, but please at least try toward decency with me. If not for me, then for Mother.
How dare you lecture me? I mean... Look, as you told me yourself, there's no changing what already transpired. And our memories are warnings. When you have lived as long as I have, you come to understand your weaknesses.
What are you getting at? You're just going to give up, stick with what's comfortable for you instead of making any real effort at making peace with your son.
Listen to me. My attempts at making peace are going to be rather subtle for your tastes. I cannot change the past, and there is only so much I can do about the future. I tell you this because I shall not lie to you again. That much I swear.
All right. Well, it's a start. Hey, sir. Meant to say I hope I didn't get you into too much trouble after letting me in Father's bedchambers.
Think nothing of it, lad. It was a risk I was willing to take. And for his part, your father looked the other way on that one. Though I did not expect you to get free rein to go there as you please.
Mother can be quite persuasive. What's new?
Queen Persephone. All of us, we are most pleased you're back. If there is anything that I can do to ease your acclimation to this house, you need but ask.
Why, thank you, Thanatos. I'll take you up on that if I can think of anything anytime soon. But my, you've grown. I understand you've been looking after my son in the meantime.
Your son, he is very capable of looking after himself, it turns out. Although I try to be there just in case. Though I must beg your pardon, Queen. Someone awaits me on the surface now.
I know how mortals hate waiting around.
So help me, boy, I cannot fathom why you would have bought back the authority to enter the administrative chamber once again.
I knew you thought I'd never do it under any circumstances, Father. That seemed reason enough. Though fear not, I've no plans to reapply for a position there.
That does alleviate a deeply rooted fear of mine, in fact. The scene you caused in your brief time there yet remains a widely talked about event among the shades who toil for me still.
I'll be sure to say hello. The heart of the underworld.
I was at times uncharitable with the goddess Nyx when we were closer long ago. After she bore her first children, I nevertheless expected her attention to remain undivided. I kept creating. When finally I slowed, I realized my mistake. But our connection had been severed by that point.
Hey, you.
You know, I've never met a nymph before. You're closer to the gods than mortals, right?
Yeah, gods that can die. How is that fair? It was just a stupid snake bite in my case. Can you imagine something more embarrassing? You're just minding your business, and then snap, you're dead and on your way down here.
I know the feeling better than you might expect.
Well, I was going to end up here sooner or later. Might as well while I'm still looking good. Though, I guess you do kind of get to lock in whatever age when you register. Bet everybody dying of old age pushed that one through.
Turns out there's still an awful lot to do around here, isn't there, Zagreus? I'm still getting caught up on day-to-day affairs.
Day to day? How can you even tell it's day around here anyway, Mother?
Well, that was just a guess now that you mention it. In any case, forgive me if I don't get swooped up in every household detail, all right?
Never. Kidding, of course. Here, Mother. More bottled pleasant memories for you. I know you're glad you've long since left Olympus, but I'm glad you were there because the experience of it must have played no small part in making you who you are.
You know, the last bottle you gave me brought more pleasant memories than I expected. No telling just how many more of them I've tucked away. Say, would it be all right if I share this with your father?
It is yours to do with as you please.
Almost sounded like a no to me.
No, I mean, yes, please share it with Father if he would be willing. I imagine what few pleasant memories he has are all of you.
Nonsense. There's also Cerberus. Present company excluded. Come on, son. Your father has a lot of work to do, but I'm absolutely certain that he has fond memories of you. Though I know that isn't reassuring coming from me.
Everything is somehow reassuring coming from you, Mother.
One thing before you depart again, boy. Until the Queen's intentions with Olympus come to pass, not a word to anyone about her presence here. Do you understand?
I do, but she won't have to hide forever. How's it going, Skelly?
Need some practicing? So Mama's back in town from what I hear, boyo. It's awful nice knowing I trained you well.
You must mean the Queen, and evidently you're aware of our relationship. You keep that quiet, understand, Skelly?
Ah, and thus the pupil trains the master for a change. I hear you, pal. Your secret's safe with me.
My, but you're as determined as my foster brothers were when my sisters and I stood with them against the Titans way back when.
The Lady Demeter still prattles on about her missing girl, Zagreus. But I want you to understand something, all right? She's gone. We all have grieved. Perhaps Demeter shall finally accept what has occurred, and we can move forward, having grown stronger as a family. Well, be that as it may. If they pester you at all, do let me know, and I shall have them dealt with quickly.
Oh, Hades. I think the shades around here have been through enough as it is. I don't mind them. After all the time I spent on my own, having some company has been a welcome change.
You are certain all your needs have been provided for? Because if there's anything that you require...
Require? Look at this place, Hades. Look at me. I have everything. And so do you. Try not to worry quite so much. And be patient with your son. That's all I ask.
Persephone, I cannot promise you such things. They're not my strengths. Besides, I have a reputation to uphold. God of the dead. If the wretches do not fear me, or you for that matter, what then?
I'm not going to tell you how to balance your work, your marriage, and your parental responsibilities. I don't think anybody on Olympus or below knows quite how best to manage that. So long as we do our best.
Our best. That I can promise you.
I thought about it more, Mother, and I would like very much if you and Father were to share this. Though, maybe don't let on where you got it, just in case.
This is splendid, Zagreus, but please, if there's one thing I've learned since we met, it's that the trust we share is at the very foundation of our relationships. Why shouldn't he know who this is from? Besides, I think he could figure it out.
Well, when it came to the Olympians, you said yourself that there was only so much truth that they could tolerate. Are you sure Father would be tolerant knowing I got this for the both of you?
I'm sure enough. And if he isn't, I suppose it's more for me.
Well, just as long as someone puts it to good use.
You know I always wanted to be a mother, Zagreus. But after you were born, I was certain I had lost my chance. Then one fine morning you just walked into my life. And here we are. I still cannot entirely believe it. What I mean is, I love you, son. I'm doing my best.
I know. I love you too, Mother. Lord Poseidon. Uncle Poseidon, sometimes I wonder what my life would have been like had you been part of it sooner. Your encouragement, your enthusiasm, it means a lot. To you, this Ambrosia's been to hell and back.
Oh, but isn't this a kingly offering indeed, my little Hades? I know how difficult it must have been to get, so distant from Olympus as you are. I'll never understand how come your father's cruel to you. For if you were my son, I would be proud. Proud anyway, but you get the idea. Be still. These waters, teeming with Poseidon's river denizens. That one there before me, it's been taunting me, I think, for quite some time.
You offering to take me fishing, Father? Sounds more pleasant than having you slaughter me again, or the other way around.
You mistook my meaning. First, you shall have my spear. then that thing shall, if it has not yet come to its senses. Though if you vanquish me, I'm certain your uncle shall not mind if you extract it yourself. Boy, Zagreus.
Honored to have met you, great Achilles, our royal guard. Good to know whom to turn to should anything run afoul around here. So it was you who instructed my son in the martial ways.
Indeed, Your Grace. He was a talented student. If only you could have seen his progress, surely you would have been very proud.
I am proud. You know, you were already quite the name back on the surface when I lived upon Olympus. I should think your legend spread much farther still since then.
Oh, I doubt that. Although, thank you, Your Grace.
I hope I haven't been inconveniencing you too much with all the visits to the temple lately, boy. Say, how do you get back? Charon giving you a lift?
Thus asks the prince his question of the guardian of the gates of hell, knowing full well the multi-headed monster keeps a wide berth of the river boatman. As to all with any sense.
Just kidding, boy.
How goes your heated rivalry against the greatest king of Athens lately, boy? Your battles with him and the Minotaur must be the talk of the underworld of late.
Admitted, father. Theseus was the only hero you were able to recruit to stand against me. All the while he gets to boast about being the champion. Well, was Heracles too busy for the task?
Speak not to me of Heracles. You know these heroes by their deeds, not by their character. Heracles is fortunate he's in my brother's favor. Else he would be in Tartarus where he belongs. The mortal concept of what constitutes a hero is absurd.
They should have asked the expert, I suppose.
A word, child. Child, I know not exactly what you did, but I detected faintly an attempt by Chaos to reach out to me. A message merely at the edges of my consciousness, yet I felt certain it was there. But I could not discern it otherwise. What does Chaos want from me?
I think Chaos wishes to re-establish contact with you, Nyx. The two of you drifted apart from one another, so I think I can imagine. I lost touch with Thanatos a while, but that was nothing in comparison to this. Isn't this some way you can reconnect?
Now that the house is strong and this realm orderly, I do not know. But I shall think upon it, child. Leave me, please.
Shot. If you can hear me, mighty Uncle Zeus, I wish to make to you this simple gift, and with it send my humble wish that someday you and Father settle all your differences and be at peace.
Ah, most splendid of an offering, young man. And while we've yet to even meet in person, I already feel as though the two of us are close. Why, closer than you must be even with your father. Perhaps we ought to go telling everybody I'm your real father, am I right? Your father must have told you that his governance over the underworld is due more to the weaving of the fates than by his choice. Admittedly, he got the short end of the stick, whereas Poseidon and myself, why, we've been doing rather well indeed.
As you may know, lad, I have a connection to the weapons that you use, having once wielded one of them myself. Of course, not knowing its significance back then, but I digress. Sometimes it keeps in touch, and I have a vision from it to impart.
Oh, do you mean a vision from Varatha, the Eternal Spear? That's out of the ordinary, and also a bit concerning. So what did you see?
Well, I saw a great, bearded warrior, bigger than me, pitch black hair, bearing an aspect of Varatha unlike any with which I'm familiar. Then he was gone, but what still lingered were these words. I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. I don't understand. What's that supposed to mean?
There's one more thing. This was not my first such vision. Long ago, I saw one of Varatha's other bearers. It was you, Your infernal arms, they must be weapons of the Fates' design. They know already who shall brandish them. Now they ask a favor. Seek Varatha. Speak the words. Go.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. So, what happened when Mother first arrived, if I may ask? Some of your residents seem to remember the Queen from before, yet the Olympians just never found out?
They had no jurisdiction here. No knowledge of our goings-on. Well, Hermes did perhaps, but in a very limited capacity. As far as anybody knew beyond this realm, our queen was Nyx. Ask nothing more of this.
All right, all right. How's everything been going lately, boy? What's the good word?
The Underworld Prince's casual inquiry